shot from earlier as the Suns arrived at the arena. They're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And we talk about good offense beating good defense. Brett, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get into the fourth quarter with a game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row. That might end up being the difference here, BA. The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Here's Paul, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Paul, outside Booker, from the top of the key, and another basket for Phoenix.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Russell against Paul. Outside Russell, Towns a screen on Paul. The 3 from Russell. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spots, at least in the last couple years, that we've seen that Russell is not confident in firing it from.
Edwards against Booker. Ayton passes to Booker. From behind the arc. Second chance shot. Out to Bridges. The 3 is up. Booker no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Outside Edwards. Fires from the wing. And Chris Paul clears it away. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Takes a 3. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he could be a bully on the inside.
Outside Russell. The 3 ball. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Here's Brent. Back to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. 1:46 left to play in the first.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
5 to shoot. Here's Towns. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. What a 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Bridges passes to Booker. Over Edwards. Booker can't get it to go.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get posted.
Here's Paul. He's got 5. Outside for Booker. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the boards.
Now here's Edwards. This one for 3. Outside for Russell. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Towns. And stolen by Paul. Outside Booker. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still up. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Here's Paul, following the score by Minnesota. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to Gobert. Hauled in by Paul.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again. But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Now here's Russell. Right wing. Here's Prince. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Towns passes to Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Goes up again. And the play by Towns inside. Towns has got 5.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Count it. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, understanding not only the routes, but the speed and angles of those routes, Russell with a knack to find the right spot.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5. Here's Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Russell to pass to Gobert. Here's Towns, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Chris Paul.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
Hits the trifecta. Ball's got 8 points.
Working without the ball, CP3 with zero hesitation, letting that one go.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. Towns on a screen. Fires the three. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. 9 points in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Counted. And the Suns lead by 1.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5. Back to Prince. Towns a screen on Bridges. Here's Prince. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Russell finds Towns. Shoots over Paul. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. No good on the shot. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. An open look for Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards outside. Sinks it from distance. Edwards has gotten his second bucket of the game.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
24.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court right now for the Suns, they've got Dario Saric. Landry Shamet is out there with Damian Lee. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Crowder in at the 3.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Shamet. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Outside McDaniels. Reed a screen on Crowder. McDaniels passes to Reed. Crowder with a steal. Poke loose. It's McDaniels on the wing. Knocks down the long J. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Shamet. It's tipped.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Reed. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Landale's checked in for the Suns. Now here's McDaniels. Outside, Anderson. Into the lane. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
Here's Phoenix. They trail by 6. Here's Shaman. Here's Sharic. And Sharic throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. McDaniels with it. Shot clock at 3. Here's Noel. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Shamet. Crowder outside. From the arc. And they'll get another chance. Here's Shamet. On the wing, Crowder. Three-pointer. And it's Noel with the rebound. Right side, Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Crowder. Kicks it out to Anderson. And he can't bank that one in. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Shamet into the lane. Here's Landale. Reed defending. Pass to Crowder. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Here's Noel. Covered by Crowder. Shot from the wing. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
No one covering.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Noel. Out to the right wing. Here's McLaughlin. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Noel, no good. Now here's Sharic. Defense right on him. Wide open. And the basket by Lee. And now just a three-point Minnesota lead.
And Sharic, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Pass to McDaniels. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Shaman. Crowder outside. Over McDaniels. They get the rebound. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And while watching it live, it was hard to see whether he beat the clock or not. It looks like he might have.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off. And we've reached the end of the third. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. To the paint. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Call against Russell. Three-pointer, Bridges hits a three-pointer.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Towns against Aiden. Towns passes to Edwards. Towns down low. Launches a three. Edwards can't hit. The Suns trailing. He goes up. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity and a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And you got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standing.
Russell finds Edwards. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiton's got 7 rebounds in the game. From deep, Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Outside Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
Russell to pass to Towns. Looking to win the run. The Suns clear it.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Paul passes to Aiden. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Russell. Booker against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Aiden, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Aiden. Now here's Paul. Back to Aiden. Lets the three fly. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Prince. Now Towns. Russell from outside. The rebound by Bridges. Pass to Paul. Seconds left in the game. Out to Bridges. The three is up. Drills it from deep. And the Suns lead by 6.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Russell to pass to Towns. Kept alive by Minnesota. Pass to Prince. Now here's Edwards. Booker defending. Let's go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for Russell. For 3. They shoot again. Yeah!
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Now Booker. Sees Phoenix taking this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. So Memphis will get the first possession. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Bane. Morant outside. 5 to shoot. Bane finds Morant with the crossover. And that's 2 points on the layup. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Ayton sets the pick for Johnson. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound these guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's Paul. Booker the pass to Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And Adams with the slam.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To the inside, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Brooks with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Bane against Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And former Grizzlies small forward Mike Skinny Miller here in Memphis to watch the game.
Top 30 all-time in three-point percentage. He was one of the game's elite marksmen.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Ayton a screen on Bane. Booker, good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Morant kicks to Bane. Aldama passes to Bane. Here's Morant driving inside. And the shot goes down.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
The pass to Ayton. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Morant passes to Aldama. Brooks against Bridges. Brooks misses.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Booker, no good.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Paul dishes to Booker. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Kicks it out to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Grizzlies lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Jackson. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Full 24-second shot clock. Picked away. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Booker outside. Got the ball. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the basket by Johnson.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
The shot's good from Paul. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
3 points.
Booker's got 3 assists in the game. So timeout called here. The first from Memphis. And Memphis making a change here. Adams checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant outside. Here's Bain. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You need more than that to stop Desmond Bain. He's just going to fight right through it.
surveying the floor. Passes it to Booker. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Paul passes to Ayton. That shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Brooks with the bounce pass. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. Bridges with some nice defense. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. Paul dishes to Bridges. Paul kicks to Bridges. Booker with no one around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Memphis ball.
59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Morant outside. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. And the shot goes in. 18 points for Ja Morant.
What a night for Ja Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Johnson with a screen on Morant. Kicks it out to Johnson. Paul for 3. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Bain. Out to Morant. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team, and these guys, they follow him. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front. Finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And we'll be back right after this. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Jay Crowder out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Lee in at the 2-guard spot.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with, coming right back with his own 3.
Saric a screen on Morant. Saric attacking, up and in on the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Clark. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Clark's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Shamet. Guarded by Morant. Here's Landale. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Jones checked in for Ja Morant. Both good from the line that time.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his his approach to getting to the line.
Jones looking for an opening. Williams inside. He's against Crowder. Williams can't get it to go. Suns trail by 3. And stolen by Williams. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. It's Williams high post. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
Now, here's Shamet, defended by Jones. Shamet kicks to Sharich. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Shamet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Williams.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And contact on the folks. The coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials
The previous play is under review.
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Jones, back to Clark. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Right side, Lee. No good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Jones, the pass to Clark.
2 minutes remaining.
That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Now Shamet. No points in the game yet for him. And there's 1:45 left in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jay Crowder, blue-collar combo forward, finds ways to outwork him.
For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Memphis leading by 4. Jones up top. He's covered by Shamet. Aldama misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And here's Shag. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Out to the right wing. Stolen. One-on-one here. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Out to Shag. 1:02 left to play in the third. Outside Crowder, clock at 4. The Suns keeping it alive, a new 14. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Williams in the post, covered by Lee. The shot by Williams, no good. Suns trail by 6. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Shamet. Lots of room. And the jumper is on the mark. Here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kicks to Clark. Lets it go from deep. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The shot's good from Paul.
The quickness of Chris Paul isn't limited to just his offense. He is an amazing defender who can really rack up the steals.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Booker against Brooks. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Pass to Johnson. Bridges outside. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Ayton missing. And the Grizzlies shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Adams, the pass to Morant. Adams with the screen on Paul. Nice move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Chris Paul picks up that one.
Inside, Steven Adams is always ready for battle, getting the shot off despite the foul.
So we can't get either to fall. The Suns trailing. Bridges, right side. Kicks it out to Johnson. Booker against Brooks. Booker, no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Paul uses the glass to finish the layup.
Money. There shaves a few points off the lead. And the later we get into this game, the more you're going to see him attacking the basket.
Bridges against Morant. Takes it inside. Jackson rejected by Booker. Paul goes in. The score now all even.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break to take the lead. Booker no good. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Brooks kicks to Bain. Morant against Booker. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges passes to Paul. Driving to the basket. Kicks it out to Johnson. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast. The previous play is everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Paul gets it to go in.
I love seeing Chris Paul come alive on these possessions. He's an exceptional shooter who does not back away in big moments.
And here's Morant. Outside, Bain, 6 to shoot. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. 1:10 left to play in the final quarter. They get it again. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Driving the lane.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Bain passes to Adams. Money!
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
Morant against Paul. Ayton in the corner. On the wing, Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 5 on the clock. Down low. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jackson over Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
The more experienced Jaren Jackson Jr. gets, the better he becomes, including in situations when the game is close like this. Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Booker against Bain. Booker outside. Johnson sends the screen for Booker. Oh, wow!
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Paul with the ball. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Here's George. Back to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
That's a quick first step. Wall has never been easy to defend on the drive.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Wall against Paul. Up top, George. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There are too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Oh, Morris with a steal. Here's Wall. Inside, Zubac. George for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Ayton's got space. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Here's Wall. Nice D from Paul.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when he missed them.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Paul. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Down low. Oh, deflected. George against Ayton. Outside for Booker. They get it back. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Wall, the pass to George. And he drives in. Back to Wall. Morris against Johnson. 6 to shoot. George for 3. Here's Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan and build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to Johnson. Goes back up. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Over Morris. The shot by Johnson, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball. Slam it with ease.
Phoenix calls timeout.
One more time for your Clippers advance team.
And so here's Phoenix, trailing by 2 for 3. Booker. And Ayton gets it to go.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Wall. Shakes him. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Johnson.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Paul finds Ayton. Booker for three. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
George outside to the inside. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Booker against George. Up top, Booker. 6 points for him. Pass to Paul. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Wall. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. Now here's Leonard. George outside. And George with the jam.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
Here's Ayton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ayton's got 6. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead.
And your Clippers U-16. Coming onto the court.
There's some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Suns leading.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Paul. Oh, George with a steal. And stolen by Paul. To the middle, Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
George outside. Leonard on the wing. George's shot is off. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Graham.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Wall. George outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 7 points in the game.
And this is what makes George a star. His confidence rising and firing off the catch.
For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game. George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul's got 4 rebounds now. Outside for Booker. Pass to Johnson. From downtown. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Oh, nice shot by Morris.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
And Phoenix has possession. Following the score by the Clippers. Paul passes to Booker. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Booker. And there's a 3-second violation. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question. And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Aiden. Oh, George with a steal. And here's the fast break.
2 minutes remain in the
Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
George outside. And George with the jam.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Booker with a screen on Wall. Outside for Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
And Aiden gets it to go.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
The 3, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Fires for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Outside Johnson. Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
29, the Suns. 27.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, will. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George has been sensational.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson, right side. Over to the wing. 18 feet out. Here's Kennard. Three-pointer, no good. The Suns trailing. On the wing, Crowder. Here's Landale, guarded by Batum. Five to shoot. And here's Crowder from the arc. Kept alive. That one's good. This game is all even.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And the jam by Covington.
The vertical of Covington paying dividends. Fantastic job leaping up to slam it down.
Here's Shamet. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Kennard outside. Here's the three. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. Sharic, high post, working on Powell. Landale misses. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. It's Covington on the wing. Batum. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Lee. Crowder outside. Back to Lee. Crowder outside. Sharic, a screen on Powell. Here's Crowder. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Sharic has gotten his first points in this one.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Kennard. No good from outside.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
On defense, the Clippers. Pass to Sharic. Crowder outside. Back to Sharic. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Clippers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And here's Batum. Jackson outside. Out to Powell. Kennard outside. 5 on the clock. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that
The previous play is
but with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And the first one at the line is good. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. The kick out to Paul. For the lead. Knocks down the triple. Paul's got 5.
The defense cannot give Paul any airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Here's Kennard. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
1:14 left in the third. Wall against Paul. The kick out to Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
The Suns have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Booker, the pass to Ayton. He gets it in there. He's got 10.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
George, he's checked in for Kennard. Here's Leonard. He's got 5. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Cans it from the wing.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
George outside. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-ball to go.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he can close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Suns ahead. They're up by 3. And right after the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Wall. And so in the game for the Suns, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. George, no good. The Suns leading. Bridges on the attack. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
George passes to Zubac. Puts the move on. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
George outside. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by George.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Booker. They get it back. Johnson a screen on Wall. Tries yet again. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And the Suns call time here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Lonnie Williams was going over with his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. George against Booker. George passes to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Stolen by Ayton. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Bridges outside. Outside Johnson. On target from range. And the Suns lead by 8. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Outside Booker. Launches it. Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. And they recover it.
Hard work on the glass gives them back the ball, and they get to milk a little clock here.
6 on the shot clock. Booker for 3. Booker missing again.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Morris finds Wall. Here's George. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Here's Paul. And the layup is good.
When things get tight, he goes hard to the rim. That is a big-time basket.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Outside Wall. Here's George. And George with the jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel feel like you can take on anybody. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. And it's blocked. Now here's Wall. Kicks it to George. Back to Wall. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Ball against Paul. Out to Bridges. From outside the arc. Money from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George against Paul. Shot clock at 5. Leonard. Count it!
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when his time is short because he can handle the pressure.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
And at the line, Paul looks cool and collected, like there isn't a lot riding on this trip.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
For 3, George. The shot comes out, so it's Phoenix picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.
We've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. 2 high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Town showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Russell. Edwards looking it over. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Paul against Russell. Paul dishes to Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert. Right side Towns. Booker pulls it in. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Here is Russell following the basket by Chris Paul. Russell passes to Edwards. Inside, Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Booker outside. Towns with the steal. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count that one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Beyond the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. And finished off by Edwards.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Bridges shot good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards passes to Towns. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Now here's Paul. For 3, Bridges. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. To the middle. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. A 3 ball. It's another look. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
Timberwolves trail. Here's Russell. To the right side. Prince setting a pick for Towns. No good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Towns.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Edwards. That's good.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Russell against Paul. On the wing, Bridges. Booker left side. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 8 points.
Or the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Timberwolves.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Prince dishes to Gobert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 3. Paul looking around. Now the pass to Ayton. Second chance shot. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's specialties.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Prince wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Bridges outside. Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Bridges. The 19-foot shot. Nice D from Russell.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's off from three-point range. Suns trail by 4.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level from the promise that got him that last 4-year deal. I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get him. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Paul passes to Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards finds Prince. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Shoots the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
They grab their own miss. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Paul passes to Bridges. Booker outside. From the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Edwards. Towns kicks to Edwards. Fires the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Russell against Paul. Booker in the corner. To stop the run. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Now Here is Russell. Outside Edwards. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Prince. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Towns missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Bridges dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Russell against Paul. Towns wide open. Keeps it alive, and it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got his second basket.
You know, his positioning near the hoop always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back.
All right, David, thank you.
Your Suns, 22. The Timberwolves, 29.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Noel in its shooting guard. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Lee. Here's Noel, covered by Lee. Pass to McDaniels. Now the dish to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Noel, covered by Lee. Noel, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the shot is good. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to McDaniels for the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here is Shamet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The kick out to Crowder. Pulls up. A new 14 for the Suns. Pass to Shamet. Tries again. Here's Landale. Reed with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Shamet with it. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Right wing. Here's McDaniels. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Now Shamet. Out to Sharge. Lets it go with the 3. Goes back up. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Nailed from three-point land. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Shamet. And there's the pass to Noel. To the inside. Here's Reed. He can't get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. The inside. Sharge has the open look. Pass to Shamet. Outside Crowder. Pass to Shamet. Out to Sharge. This one for three. Rebound Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Reed. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
50 seconds left in the third. Screen by Sharge. Shamet kicks to Sharge. Connects from three-point range. Sharge has got 5 points in the quarter.
Now that's confident. Sharge says, in Dario, I trust.
Up top, Russell. He's covered by Shamet. And Russell gets it to go.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Crowder is screen on Russell. Shamet the pass to Crowder. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Crowder's got 5 now.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Edwards inside. He's against Lee. Edwards can't hit. Crowder from outside. And that one released in time, but no good.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter.
And please give a big round of applause.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Ball against Russell. Feeds it to Bridges. Gobert pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Russell with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 6. With 3, Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. He takes it in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Tell you what, you don't expect the center to attack off the bounce like this. I mean, Towns caught the defense off guard.
Karl Anthony Towns taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, Phoenix shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix no good that time either. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Edwards against Johnson. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Ayton a screen on Russell. Paul kicks to Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. And the Suns miss again.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
On deep, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, nice movement from Towns there. Excellent teamwork, and Towns was the catalyst.
Russell against Paul. Bridges for three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Russell against Paul. Now here's Prince. Dishes it to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Russell kicks to Towns. And here's Prince outside. And Paul pulls it down.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Booker the pass to Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Here's Edwards. He dishes it to Towns. And again, it's Minnesota.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots over Towns. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut back down to 5 points in the make for Chris Paul.
That's a good decision right there to get Paul the ball. He made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Outside Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Kicks it out to Prince. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And it's Russell in the corner. A 3. It's not going to go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th. Booker against Edwards. Back to Russell. Takes a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Bridges outside. For 3. Booker. He's off on that one. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did.
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Third. And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, BA, it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Now here's Moran. Outside Bain. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
We've watched Moran get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Moran against Paul. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. To the paint. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Moran. He's guarded by Paul. Brooks from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks. And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Deflects the pass. Jackson, the pass to Moran. Clock at 6. Here's Bain, driving to the basket. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Here's Paul. And he converts the layup.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Outside Moran, three-pointer. And they'll get another chance. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Moran against Bridges. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Chris Paul.
Shooting 1.
The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. Johnson a screen on Bain. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Here's Moran. He shoots again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Morant's got 5 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come. Well, he passes to the wide-open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Bridges against Moran. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Paul. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Jackson finds Adams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
That one's off.
Steven Adams. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Paul. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Bridges against Brooks. Bridges passes to Aiden. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Morant outside. Hauled in by Paul. In transition, here they come. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Over Bain. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Bain. From deep, Johnson. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Bridges. Back to Jackson. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Paul against Morant. Johnson a screen on Bain. Booker for 3. He's now 1 for 2 at that bucket.
That's the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Bridges against Morant. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. That one is off. Nice D from Bridges. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And that one's good.
The classic big man rim run as Ayton just gets out in the open floor.
Timeout called. Memphis. Grabs the Shooters League, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Now Booker. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. And Booker throws it down.
How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Morant against Aiden. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Bridges. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Booker against Bain. Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Bridges against Morant. Outside Bain. Fires the 3. Knocked away. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Grizzlies ball.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And Morant gets it to go.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
2 minutes.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. There's the three. And the Suns get another three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And now the Suns fast break. Paul with it. Guarded by Morant. They get it back.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Ayton. Booker against Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 12 now in this quarter.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that drops 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
Morant, the pass to Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Outside Booker. Takes a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Outside Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Bridges, a screen on Bane. Here's Booker. Oh, he powers right through the defense. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen
At the line for your Suns,
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
12 seconds left in the first half. Here's Morant. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. Takes it inside. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies.
the Grizzlies 31.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Landry Shamet. Jay Crowder is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Damian Lee, and it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Aldama, and down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Saric. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Fighting through the contact. Dario does a great job that time.
Jones with the ball. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Outside, Green. Crowder with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. And Crowder with the jam.
Anytime Crowder gets to the rim, he likes to send a message.
Memphis leading. Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark comes in for Tillman. And Williams is subbed in for Green. Here's Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Sharic down low, working on Clark. Sharic shot is off. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Williams from long range. That shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now. For the lead. And another basket for Phoenix. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Sean Kemper.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
At the line for 2.
And Morant drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
For 3, Booker. They get it again. Ayton. Here's Johnson. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. The 3. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Paul against Bain. Brooks from outside. And again, Memphis no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Up top, Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is, and no matter where the team is sitting in the standings.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jackson outside. Morant, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Booker can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. And here's Paul. He has 6. Outside Booker. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Payne against Paul. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Booker, the pass to Ayton. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Memphis has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Clark. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Bridges outside. To the left side wing. For three, Booker. And they get it back. And so it's Phoenix with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now?
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Clark in at the 5 spot.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme. He just waited for his teammate to be open.
Bridges against Moran. Jack's up with 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Moran against Paul. Johnson a screen on Moran. Paul passes to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Quickness of Chris Paul dicing up the defense with his superb passing off the screen.
Outside Bade. To the inside. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Paul against Moran. Outside Booker. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Sweet timing on that play as Ayton up there and ripping it down.
Outside Payne. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Jackson.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. Buries it from 3. Booker's got 25 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Payne, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Now Booker. From deep three-point range. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
Memphis ball.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. 15-point game. Now here's Moran. Outside Bane. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good off the glass.
Strong performance from him. but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Bain against Booker. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Paul. From deep, Johnson. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Bain. The Suns clear it.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Suns.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. For 3, Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 15.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. The three from George. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Now, here's George. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here's Paul. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Outside, George. On the wing, Morris. Ball passes to Zubats. The turnaround Jay, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Monty Williams. David, what did he have to say?
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Zubats.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
George against Booker. Here's Zubats. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Booker. There's the triple. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Bridges. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Paul. On the clock. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Out to Morris. George, that's a two-pointer. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
George against Paul. To the middle. Ayton trying to break free. Misses in close.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And Morris throws it down.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
Johnson with a screen on George. And a deep three from Booker. Rebound by the Clippers. Inside, and stolen by Ayton. Down low. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The Clippers in the lead. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
George finds Wall. Back to George. Zubac with the screen for George. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Paul surveying the floor. Johnson outside. Booker outside. For 3. And no good that time. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Wall against Wall. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles leads cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Chris Paul. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Here's Paul. And Booker kicks to Paul. Over to Wall. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Goes up. And Wall with the slam.
Count the players on one hand more dangerous in transition than John Wall.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Wall. Passes to Zubac. Shakes him. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a face.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
Here they are, your Suns Dancers.
Suns trail by 3.
Your Suns Dancers dance team.
Booker outside. Johnson with a screen on George. 3-pointer. Tips it, and Booker able to finish. Booker's got 8 points.
Well, that's simply a case where Devin Booker outworks the opposition and gets a second chance opportunity. Nicely done.
The shot by George, wide open. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's Paul penetrating. Bridges passes to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And Paul slams it home.
Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Booker up top, covered by Morris. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 1. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard sets a screen for Wall. Outside Leonard. Yes, that goes in.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Booker looking around. Johnson outside. Back to Booker. Pocket 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Bridges inside the three-point line. And that one hits back iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Leonard, and he drives in. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Paul, and he uses the glass on the lane. Paul's got 8 points. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Outside, George. Morris passes to Zubac. Good work there as it goes. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
Pulls up on the wing. That shot is off. And that one is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers ahead. They lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Charge is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Landale in at the 5 spot. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Kennard for 3. No good on the shot. Now the Suns take it the other way. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Here's Sharch, and so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Crowder. Another shot. Denial.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Reggie Jackson taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The kick out to Crowder from outside the arc. Crowder with another miss. The Clippers trail. Kennard for three. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Shag. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Lee. And he lays it straight in. Lee's got his first basket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the pass to Kennard. Dishes it to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Shamet with it. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Landale. Out to Shag. Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Shag. No good with the triple. L.A. has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell, the pass to Batum. Now Powell. Now Kennard. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Landale. Shamet with it. To the inside. Batum with the steal. Jackson down low. He's against Crowder. Kennard on the wing. For the lead. Shag grabs the board. Shag has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Shamet kicks to Lee. Out to Shag.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Shag has got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
This guy is an efficient scorer. Dario Saric knows his strengths on the offensive end and can capitalize.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Covington wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix leading by 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Timeout for the Clippers.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. A different look for the Clippers.
All right, Suns fans, give a big round of applause.
There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Johnson finds Paul. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. For 3, Booker drops in the tray. Booker's got 11 points.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
The drive by Booker misses from close range. Clippers trail by 4. On the wing, George. Covered by Johnson. Here's Wall. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Assist goes to
George has got 4 assists in the game.
It just slashes right past the defender. He is one tough cover, John Wall.
Booker against George. Johnson outside. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Here's Leonard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched three so far in this one.
And please give a big round of applause.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Paul George with the steal. To take the lead. And another three for the Clippers.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. To the paint. George against Booker. George, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They lead by one. Booker outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Makes it off the glass.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Paul. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bridges dishes to Booker. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Count that one. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
I like their defense today. We don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And here's George for three. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. George has got 13 points here in the second half alone. And here's Booker. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Booker. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small. Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Passes it to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Count it.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will cannot blink in the biggest of moments.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker against George. Kicks it out to Johnson. Count it, and the foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. You have to now review the personal foul in question.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Leonard inside. Defended by Bridges. Leonard, no luck. Kicks it out to Booker. Three-pointer. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
A 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
George against Booker. Ayton a screen on George. Booker outside. And he converts the layup. And the Suns lead by 6.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Wall finds George. That's the 3 fly. Rebound by Johnson.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Booker outside. From deep 3-point range, it's rebounded by Leonard.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
So the Suns win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and